Happy Wednesday evening, everyone. Thanks so much for being here. Hope everyone's feeling good out there. Thanks for showing up. As you saw in the title of my live stream, ask me anything. As long as it's a reasonable question, I will answer you as honestly as humanly possible. Honesty. Remember that old chestnut? Remember when people used to be honest to one another? I gotta be honest right off the jump. I'm kind of disappointed what I saw over there with Nunya and an elevated spoof. We're gonna save that for tomorrow morning. I need to sleep on that. I do wonder, though. I saw that chat. I saw everybody making new friends with bad guys, good guys acting like bad guys. Some of you people have no personal constitution. Some of you are just downright selfish. But like I said, I'm going to save that for tomorrow. After this live stream, I may be joining Brittany J on her panel to discuss it a little further. But as far as my official opinion, I'm going to save that for the morning. I see I lost a couple subscribers this afternoon. It could be that some of those bitches that threw me under the bus in the past throw me under the bus again. That's okay, though. I got something up my sleeve for them. Let's have some fun. I'm going to need some positivity from you guys. I know you can help me out with that. I'm going to start out with a song that I've been avoiding playing because it's a little heady. You know, it's a thinker, so to speak. I think everyone here is intelligent enough to handle it, so we're going to start right away with that. This is a tune from the Meter Maids, Brooklyn, New York, the home of hip-hop. The name of this song is Advice I Know You Won't Follow. Enjoy the tune, and we'll get right into it.
Never pay more than $5 for lunch. There's always somebody more tired than you on the train. Don't sample anything but vinyl. Trust me, yo. It's not the same. Being a dick to girls won't help to get you laid. Well, maybe a little bit, but with shades of gray. Don't shave your face in a hurry. Don't be so afraid of change. Tell the people that you love them. Make music like nobody will hear it. If you're ever at a wedding and the dance floor's empty, it's hard, motherfucker. Be fearless. Don't play video games in public. Never take shots at people in private. Don't hate your favorite band for selling out arenas even though the club shows are the livest. Bruce Springsteen is the truth. I used to sing on the road when I rocked you to sleep. Remember people's names when you meet. Nas the best MC, he just picks shitty beats. A driver's license is a man's most important possession. Be confident in everything that you write. It's not always smart to walk away from a fight. Fuck an early bird, all the best shit happens at night. What you don't say says the most about you as a man. Uncle Six Guns knows better than me. What up? Never drink until you are unaffected. Don't think you're a rebel for smoking some weed. Jeremy told me I wouldn't know the feeling till it happened. I was scared, but I see that it's true. Don't smoke cigarettes, be nice to your mother. I'll be here as long as I'm able. The rest is on you. Hey! You're gonna be alright.
is okay, money's way overrated, and the strangest fucking weirdos are the nicest. Rule number 1, trust your gut no matter what. Rule number 2, the best slang and best style are timeless. Don't say something if you don't believe it. Don't believe something just because you hear it. No matter how upset the motherfuckers on the train make you feel, don't ever let them break your spirit. Your folks are alright, you might not notice till you're older. When you do, you'll recognize the traits they pass down. But on some real shit, try not to puke where someone else will have to clean. They charge you for that in cabs now. If you ever see ultramagnetic on wax, cop that. Don't ever feel like you need to be part of the dog pack. No one knows more than those who've seen the bottom and clawed back. And nothing on the internet counts as human contact. New York City don't make you a better person. Neither does being atheist or vegan. You can be a saint no matter who you pray to. And you can be an asshole no matter what you're eating. If you find cash on the ground, it's fair game. Don't feel guilty. Always take a second to breathe, man. We could write a million stories about how to live your life, but you can tell it better than we can. Hey! You're gonna be alright. Hey! You're gonna be alright.
All right, let's do this. For some reason, my fucking chat is not showing up for me in Restream, and I need you tonight, chat. What is going on? Let me see if it shows up here on the screen. It does. All right, so I might not be able to highlight the questions, unfortunately. If you could bear with me for 1 second, I'll reset my browser, and hopefully that will work. I got a fucking spinning wheel of death here. That what the hell, man? The one day I need it. Give me 1 second. I'm going to refresh my browser. All right, we back. All right, I got the chat. Sweet baby Jesus. I sent myself a little prayer, instantly answered. Let's see here. Brenda Sue looks like she was the first one here. Good to see you, Brenda Sue. Thanks so much for being here. Hopefully your thumbs up worked. Yes, please hit the thumbs up, guys. I don't expect too many of us to be here because everybody's out there on these streets pretending that they're better than someone else. We ain't going to do that here tonight. We're just going to have some questions and answers, and I'm feeling real honest, so don't hold back on me. Let's see here. Let me get to all messages. All right. Brenda Sue, Lunatic Farmer coming in third. Just My Girls, thanks so much for being here. It says 3, but you're actually 4. Oh, the thumbs up, number 3. Okay. Just My Girls just got a news flash that Jimmy Kimmel Live has been canceled. I saw that. And isn't it going to be funny when it turns out what he said was true? I'm telling you, if you listen to Candace Owens, I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm going to reserve judgment on all of that. We still don't know who killed JFK. So, I mean, how would we expect anything from these people? Billy Jones says, if your arms fell off, how would you pick them up? That's a hell of a question. I think it depends on how they fell off. I mean, just everything was fine and then they fell off. I think that, first of all, ouch. I would probably scream for help and not worry about picking them up. Hopefully someone would come to my aid and pick them up for me. And if no one showed up, I would probably, you ever hacky sack before? You know the old trick where you push over the top of the hacky sack and then you flip it up to the air. I'd catch it in my mouth and then try the same with arm number 2. And then I would walk my ass to the hospital. Oh, no question, Emmy. No doubt about it. Billy Jones says, what famous person would you have lunch with? Well, it depends. Do you mean alive or dead? If it passed away, it would absolutely be Jean-Michel Basquiat. And if it was someone that would be alive, I would have to say, ooh, that's a tough one. That's really tough. Just off the top of my head, Banksy, the artist Banksy. Mama Mac, I hope you're still listening. Got up to take a pee and just listening on the TV. Thanks so much for being here. Hello again, Nanny Sharon. So good to see you. What's up, S-Dubs? Good to see you. Do you want to be a furry? JK, I sent her in chat. No, I don't. I actually worked at a bar right around the corner from the Pittsburgh Convention Center a few years back, and they had the furry convention there. And what I experienced with those guys, not all of them. I'm sure there's some some people with good intentions, but I don't fucks with the furverts. Grain, good to see you. Hope you guys enjoyed that song. I don't know, man. I listened to like 20 minutes of that Truth, whatever the fuck that asshole's name is. I saw Nunya up there. Man, disappointed to say the least. But like I said, I'm gonna save that for tomorrow because one thing I learned about this place, it will chew you up and spit you out if you let it. I'm not gonna let it. I did see some of the most insane shit in there. Some of it came from my old pal Jones, and bummer, dude. Again, we'll talk about that tomorrow. I need to keep my wits about me and not be reactive. That's what bad people want you to do. What up, Donna Do? Good to see you. Sarah Beth, thanks so much for being here. Brenda Sue again. Queen Bella, good to see you. Hello, everyone. What's up, Grain? Kung Fu Ange in the house. Good evening. Good evening. Deb Mundorf, good to see you. Kari Boberry, good to see you. Eating dinner but listening. Awesome. Thanks so much. I don't expect too much crazy heavy lifting for the moderators tonight. Like I said, these fucking drama people are out there being dramatic. For sure. We might actually have a little sneaky one over here without any kind of interference. Thanks, Headstones, for listening. Troopers and Irish Mod, thanks for being here. Went to make dinner, and all hell broke loose. Oh no. Grain says, "Is this all hands on deck kind of question and answers? Hey, ask me whatever you want. I'm feeling very honest. Within reason. I'm not going to be breaking out a measuring stick for you guys. Let's see. Good to see Lunatic Farmer in the house. Legally Blonde, good to see you. I'm driving home from the grocery store. We'll be thinking of a question. Awesome. I look forward to it. What are some of my pet peeves? People that use other people as a useful idiot over and over again. People that excuse their actions for the people that excuse their actions by saying, "Oh, look what that person did. So I'm not that bad." You're still bad. You're still bad. Reality wins. So good to see you. We are back. Hi again, beautiful people. I'm cleaning up my homemade biscuits and gravy. Yum. Be with you in a minute. Take your time. We'll be here for a little bit. Like I said, maybe about 120 minutes. I won't be here too late. I see Brittany's going live, and I think I might join her for a couple of minutes over there. Today is going to be the calm before the storm, guys. I mean, the rest of this week is going to be fucking bonkers. So get your rest. Make sure you're stocked up on coffee. It's about to get wild. I promise you that. Let's see here. Who else we got? Any question? I'm looking for the questions. Kansas City Chiefs for life. So good to see you. Yes, remember to respond, not react. That's exactly it. That's it. I think I've said too much already, but man, how many times can you be disappointed by the same people? Man, that's all I could say. Unfucking believable. But I got all my receipts lined up, so we'll see. We'll see how this goes. Zunfiltered, so good to see you. Troopers and Iris Mom says, "How do you feel about public school and homeschooling?" I think if you're a good parent, homeschooling is a great way to go. I think there have to be checks and balances in that, in the way that you can't have creepy fucking parents that hide their children away from society and and manipulate their minds into training them to be unkind people or abuse them, because we see time and time again these people at homeschool, there aren't enough checks and balances. I do think there's a great benefit to children going to public school for that vital interaction with other children, learning about people that aren't just like you. I think there's nothing more important like that, or else you end up with racist people and people that have biases that are destructive to their own growth. Buckle up, Buttercup. Exactly. I don't see any more questions here. Oh, let me put some background music on. Let's set the mood, shall we? Fill in the blues tonight. I don't know about you guys. Get back into chat. Bucket list. Oh, that's a big question. I definitely want to get to Australia. I'd like to, there's a handful of artists. If I name them, you would probably never have heard of them. That I'd like to do either study under or do a collaborative piece with. Like I've mentioned Banksy already. I would love to work with him in any capacity. I did have the rare chance of working with Shepard Fairey. In fact, when I was in Tokyo, I was poster in that place with the Andre the Giant poster, which is borderline graffiti, but I did it as tastefully as possible. Do you play an instrument? Not really. I can keep a beat on the drums. I know more chords than Cletus. Believe it or not, I could probably sing a song if I needed to. And I'm pretty good with a hand drum if I'm buried deep inside of a drum circle. So I guess the short answer is no, but it doesn't stop me from trying. I always have an acoustic guitar not too far from me, and I won't be at your local coffee shop, or on the street busking for money, but I do pick it up and play a little bit. Let's see. Lunatic says, one day you said if we knew what you knew about coffee pots, none of us would drink it. What do you mean? No, did I say coffee pots in general or coffee pots in hotel rooms? Coffee pots in hotel rooms are often utilized by crackheads to do stuff with their drugs, and never drink out of a coffee pot in a hotel room. Just never do it. I mean, I don't want to get too graphic, but use your imagination. What a fucking maniac would do to a coffee pot in a hotel room. You know the coffee pots I'm talking about. Those cheap, super cheap ones with the little, I'm not talking Keurig. I'm talking like the weird little packet of coffee that tastes like almost like tea. I don't know if that makes sense. Just don't do it. Go down to the lobby. At least they freshen that up every day. And someone can actually lose their job for fucking with that one. The one in the room, oh boy. Let's see. Reality asks, are you the youngest in your family? What did you dislike in the Marines? No, I'm not the youngest. I have an older sister and two younger sisters. Closest with my older sister. I can't say too much more than that, or else the vultures will dig into my life. Holly S, good to see you. Holly S, not Froggy S. Thanks for being here. How tall are you? I'm exactly 6 feet tall. What's my favorite dessert? Lemon meringue pie, of course. I'm a sucker for a good chocolate-covered cannoli as well. That's something me and MGL have in common. Lunatic asked, I think everyone needs a Nirvana break. Well, everyone but me, that is. I got one loaded up for you if we need it. Let's get through some of these questions first. Lisa, I guess 6 foot. Good guess. Just exactly 6 feet. I guess I'm almost 50 now, so I guess now's the time when my spine starts to deteriorate, and we all end up a little bit shorter than we started. Where's the best hamburger plates you ate? Oh man, ever? Fuck, I've had some really good ones. Let me think on that one. Remind me again. There's so many. You know me. I love the burgers. Just mainstream burgers. I think In-N-Out takes the cake. Double animal style. I try to get some jalapenos on there as well, although that gets kind of sloppy. I understood what you meant, Brenda Soup. Thanks for being here. Hear that, Grain? He can sing, and Charlie can surf. I'm making coffee now. Yeah, I made a pot of coffee too. Well, I made a cup of coffee from the Keurig. Like I said, because of the time change, I might have to be up a little bit later if I do take the invitation to join Brittany on her panel. I thought in general, what was the first part of that? Oh yes, everyone does need a Nirvana break for sure. Mama Mac says, Sinner, don't let these people hurt you anymore. You know what? I'd like to say that I won't, but I'd be fucking lying to you. I mean, I'm man enough to admit when my feelings are hurt, and they certainly were today. But hey, someone out there's having a worse day than me, so I'm going to just leave it at that. Grain says, also, what if the maid cleaned it with the toilet brush? I mean, just don't do it, y'all. Billy Jones coming in with the $3.99 super sticker. It's a pair, exaggeratingly stretching his arms forward to offer a cup of coffee. Thank you so much. Let me play you something for that. I appreciate you, Billy. Let's see, what do I got? Let me try to find something different. Something I don't play every time. Let's see here. Which one will it be? How about this one? This is a good one.
Thank you.
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 Oh shit, I pressed the wrong button.
Thank you.
Thank you.
My bad, guys. Here. Shit.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. I do appreciate it. Like I said, my cup is full. You guys are so generous to me, and I appreciate it. I do try to earn it. I try not to just bullshit you and grift over here. I try to give you a product that's worthy of your super chats and whatnot. Headstone says, Lunatic coffee actually sounds good right now. I got one right here. We're all stocked up on these Keurig Green Mountain coffee pods. I don't know if you ever had Green Mountain coffee. It's I don't buy it because it's a little too rich for my blood, but my sister's spoiled, so she's got the good stuff. Let's see. Grain says, also, don't forget to either bring Clorox wipes for the remote, exactly, or a plastic bag to cover it, like a condom, and bring shower shoes. No bare feet walking. Yeah, you don't want somebody else's swamp feet. Let's stay positive, Grain. You're grossing me out. I want to see that chicken holster for the rehabilitation you're doing to your chicks as well. Grain says, also, they don't wash the top of the bedding every time, so beware. Decent hotels will change it out every time, but if you're staying in those chains, I'm not going to throw any chains under the bus. Best Western, be careful. Zunfiltered said, I'm drinking strange coffee tonight. It's called Bright and Fruity. Oh, that's interesting. I like the bulletproof coffee. It's pretty good. When I'm feeling fancy and I've got the cash for it, I buy what is it? Black Rifle Coffee? I can't remember, the one that's owned and operated by veterans. I mean, I go to my way to support my fellow veterans as much as I can. Lunatic says, I know, right, Emmy? I thought the same. Old LOL, my coffee pot's clean for sure. No cooking coffee crack. Yeah, I think it's more of a meth thing, but I don't know for sure. Favorite movie? Oh, come on. My favorite, a movie that I can go to if I'm in a shitty mood, and I felt like watching it this afternoon, but I just didn't have time, is The Goonies. I'm not going to lie. I bet I can act that whole movie out, each character, one-man show. I really can. I know the entire script forward and backwards. $50 bill. It's what I said, $50 bill. I love the movie so much. But I like sappy movies. I like movies that make me feel some emotion. I think The Fisher King with Robin Williams is definitely up there. Oh, speaking of movies, let me tell you something I learned about The Truman Show. Fucking Truman knew the whole fucking time that he was in a show. Hear me out. And one of the beginning scenes, you see Truman leaned over like he's gardening, and his wife comes up and she's very suspicious about what he's doing, and he's pretending to garden. He's already fucking digging a hole out of there. He already knew that he was part of a fake world. He already knew. So the entire movie, rewatch it. The entire movie, he's trying to disguise the fact that he knows what they're doing. It's fucking bonkers. Opal Sis, thank you so much for being here. Headstone says, I'm going to make one. I'm so emotionally exhausted. I need to wake up. I believe you are, Emmy. And you know we got your back, girl. Who is your favorite blues guitarist? Ooh. I mean, guitarist. I can't name one. There's so many. Buddy Guy. But Stevie Ray Vaughan had longevity. Even though he's a white dude, he still had soul. That's a tough one. Favorite all-time guitarist, though, is a old guitarist that maybe you guys have never heard of. He goes by Django Reinhardt. He was making rock and roll before it even existed. Can you sing while you surf? I could. It probably wouldn't, I guess it would have to be a Beach Boys song, right? Kokomo? I don't know. Yes, we're also sorry, Emmy. I instantly Googled how common is that, and I realized how common it is not. And I was just, oh man. Yeah. I There's no magical words. I wish I had some magical words. There just aren't. Do you belong to a political party? Any specific political party? No. I refuse to be put in a box. Some of my, I think I'm liberally social and fiscally conservative. Um, I do believe in like what the old school Republicans believed, but they've changed. I mean, they've sort of swapped. But I believe that the government should not impede upon your personal freedoms. I don't think anybody should tell you what to do with your land or your family or your religious beliefs. But I also believe like radical liberal things, like there's enough food for all of us. I think there's enough clean water for all of us. I mean, right now there's food just rotting in silos, just because politics doesn't allow it to be distributed to the people that are hungry. I think women are equal to men. I think all races are equal. I think this country was built and founded upon immigrants, and so I'm all over the place. So no, you can't pin me down. I guess libertarian, but now libertarians are something that I can't. They're turning into their own staunch. I think the more you learn, your opinions about things should change. And if you join one side or the other, then you're going to be locked up in some bullshit, and eventually you're going to be cheering on something that you don't believe in. I think fierce and radical independence is the way to go. Hope that answered. If you want to know who I voted for, I just don't share that with people. I don't. Having a pomegranate blueberry hot tea. Oh, that sounds so good. Headstone says, I try not to get emotionally invested with anyone on YouTube. You know what? Good point. And I don't think that I'm emotionally invested with too many people on YouTube. The problem is, it's my own emotion. So it's my own emotional investment that gets me in trouble. It's not about other people. No one ever made me do anything. It's all been my decisions. I've never been really persuaded in one way or direction, but I have let my own emotions make me make decisions that maybe I wouldn't have made if I slept on it. All right, I'm 8 minutes behind, but I'm going to try to keep up. I'm feeling I missed something big. We'll talk about it in the next couple of days. Like I said, I need to sleep on it. Yeah, I mean, I don't want that. I just want it to be a Q&A tonight. Please honor that, guys. I don't want to react. I want to have a response. Favorite season? Fall, no question about it. My birthday's in towards Halloween. It's the 23rd of October, and that's just a week before Halloween. So I'm a sucker for Halloween. Although I mean, just like one of my subscribers, Glow, I love Christmas time. Like I love the smell of pine cones. I love Christmas trees. I mean, everyone loves getting presents, but I love giving presents. I mean, I can't tell you how many cheap fucking tool sets I got my dad as a kid, but I enjoyed it. I love making people happy. And people that love you will smile and tell you it's the best gift they ever got, even if it's not. At Legally Blonde, Nunya went on Truth's panel. I've only gotten about 1/4 of the way through it. It wasn't even about Nunya though. It was more about what I saw in chat, and what just flew free. It's a fucking bizarre world. Okay, I'm being prompted, so I'll say this. It's a crazy world when I was agreeing more with QB than I was with people that I fucking shout out often. That's all I can say about it. I have to sleep on it, and I will discuss it further tomorrow. I promise. This is the calm before the storm, and it's going to get fucking stormy. I promise you. Those are the two holidays, Christmas, being raised like loosely Catholic, going to mass on the holidays, Easter and Christmas is nice, but it's about Christmas for me. That's the most important holiday to me, but my favorite holiday, I'm not going to lie. Who doesn't like a pillowcase full of fucking candy? You know what I mean? Let's see. Favorite season other than football, of course. Well, Halloween football season's full swing, so I get it all during that month. And I'm the kind of guy that likes to wear hoodies and cargo pants and So Halloween, when things start to cool down, I can bust out my favorite, high necked hoodie and maybe a beanie. I love to be comfortable, and I'm most comfortable in a hoodie and a pair of ripped up jeans. Holly S said, "Do you get compliments on your voice often?" No, I never talk that much as I do here. I didn't even know, and I'm still not convinced. I think people are just being nice, but I never, before I started going live on YouTube, did I receive any compliments on my voice. Although the last year of middle school and the first year of high school, I was in a band and we got pretty good. We played all the garages around town, and I did get compliments then. I just had a lot of those guys that I was hanging out with back then have overdosed on narcotics, and I just wasn't with the party stuff. Um, yeah, yeah, no, I haven't. To be, and I think a lot of people are just give niceties here on YouTube. So I listen back to myself, and I don't hear what anybody that gives me the compliments hear. I hear my stutter. I hear my stutter, and I guess it's easy. Like they say, you're your biggest, you're your own biggest critiquer, so to speak. I know critiquer is not a word, but I'm just at a loss for the actual word. Lunatic says, "Is this how well do you know Sinner quiz?" I'm I'm acing it. Grain says, "Gross." I'm slipping behind. My son played the drums. It's a great outlet too. I heard somebody saying it was a bad idea to like let aggression out on a punching bag. I disagree with that. I mean, I use a punching bag at the gym, and it's a great outlet. You use all that energy with physicality, and then by the time you're done, you can sleep really well. And good sleep is good for your brain, and usually feel better in the morning. Black Rifle Coffee, that's what it is. It is so good. Must have got lost is in the house. Oi, oi, oi. Yes, and Death Wish as well. I think they're both owned by veterans. Yes, the Goonies. Sorry if I fall behind. The goal is to answer as many questions as possible, so I'll try to keep it shorter. Just wear hazmat suit when you go to a hotel. Seriously, all the Fields movies are the best. Yeah, I love Field of Dreams. You know what? Fucking any Robin Williams movie, and I'm a sucker for it. I just love that dude so much. I want to try Death Wish. It's really good. Jumanji's good. The first one. Oh, The Truman Show. That's a good one. Yes, fucking Truman knew the whole time that he was being played, man. And if you watch it again, knowing that, it's a much better movie. It really, really is. I love Folgers in my electric percolator. I don't mind Folgers either. Historically, the coffee pot in the morning when I woke up to deliver newspapers in the snow when I was 12, 13 years old. That was the smell in the kitchen was Maxwell House. I know it's cheap stuff, but that's the way I was raised. We didn't have everything we wanted, but we had everything we needed. Sarah said, pulled my question up and then didn't answer it. I'm totally joking. What was the question again? I think I had to circle back to it. Put it back in the chat. I promise I'll answer it. Will you dress for Halloween? I will, in fact, because one of my best friends from high school is part owner of a haunted house here in the city, and I will be volunteering there. So I'll be running a chainsaw with no sharp parts on it. And yes, I certainly will. I think I'll be Leatherface. It should be a lot of fun. If I can get away without my stalkers finding me, I'll try to get some footage from inside the haunted house. Stevie Ray Vaughan is the best. He's so good. What's up, Brittany J? Good to see you. We're doing questions and answers. If you got any questions for me, I know Brittany J is just as upset about what we saw earlier on that panel, but I'm going to save that for if I join her over there. And of course, the next few days, I'm going to have a lot more to say about it. I need to practice the pause, as some sanctimonious woman once said. Zach Wild, yes, of course. Do you ever want kids? Sorry if it's a bad question. I won't discuss anything about my personal circle of family. I just won't do that here. I know you respect that. Good to see you, Brittany. Hope you're doing well. Tracy G says, love Stevie Ray Vaughan. Nobody puts Sinner in a corner. No. I mean, anybody that's going to run around with the flag and represent any group of people, I get nervous about. I'm lost. Who's disappointing, Sinner? The world will disappoint you if you let it, Crystal. I'm going to get more into that next couple of days. I guess that's a question, but I'm not going to answer that one currently. Let's see. Hey, Tracy G, good to see you. Sunfilter said, thank you. You're welcome. Thank you for being here. Okay, there's 90 of us sitting here listening to my goofy ass with the Chromebook sit out on the deck and answer questions. This was the what I offered in exchange for a 5 super chat goal the other day. I am a man of my word, so here we are. People are fucking sick. Yes, they are, and disloyal and disingenuous. What are your top 3 favorite YouTubers? Ooh, that's really tough. Well, I got to say Joe Rogan, just not because of who he is or his politics or anything like that, but his access to people that no one else has access to, and his long format. Some of those things can go on for 4 hours. You really get a vibe of who someone is. I honestly believe that our current president won the presidency not only because he got shot in the ear, but also because he had the balls to go on Joe Rogan. And like it or love it, I do believe that his competitors had the same invitation, but they just didn't go on it. So I would say that's kind of, I'm not going to include him in the top 3 because he just came back to YouTube. He was on whatever Sirius, no, Spotify, I can't remember. He was on one of those radio services with a $200 million contract for a couple of years. Boy, my 3 favorite YouTubers. Gosh, dang. I love that chapter. Mike from that chapter is fucking amazing. He's so good at what he does. Ryan Hall, y'all, because he really does give back to the people that are suffering damage to their homes and their lives from storms. And boy, that's a tough one. Actually, there's a guy called Comedy Redact or Redact Comedy. He does commentary on stand-up comedian podcast. I love Bobby Lee. He's a stand-up comedian. He has a podcast called Tiger Belly. I love Theo Vaughn. Everything he says makes me fucking die laughing. I'm sure I'm forgetting somebody, but those are a few that you could start with. Legally Blonde says, what the fuck? I have no idea what that's in reference to. Cakes Poot, good to see you. Great Meatloaf song. Sleep on it. Meatloaf song. I only know one. Actually, no. What's the song that he sang whenever he busted with the motorcycle in Rocky Horror Picture Show? That was I think it's called Saturday Night. Yeah, I mean, favorite actress, actor. I love Steve Buscemi. Robin Williams. Jeez, man. Yeah, those two. I'm very confident in those two. I have a weird opinion about actors. I like an actress as well. I don't have as much confidence in like stunningly beautiful actors or actresses. I like them to look more normal. I like them to look like someone from my neighborhood. That's why I love Steve Buscemi so much. But I can give you a big list. There's so many. I love movies. Angie Harvath says, I ended up taking a test type of thing on the internet, and it came back up as I belong to No Party. The No Party. Never heard of that. Welcome aboard. I think we may share some interest. Halloween and love Ghost. Let's see. I love Christmas as well. Although, the older you get, and I think I may have mentioned this, I'm a fucking sap, man. There's no way to hide it. It's one of those holidays now. I'm at the age where I've lost so many people in my life. Some at their own hand, some from their addictions, some from violence, and some from natural causes. And like the holidays like that, it turns into, if you don't balance it right, you can really get emo around then. And I'm guilty of doing that. You end up missing the people that aren't there. But I still love it because it's a great opportunity to get together with friends and family that you don't get to see them all year, but even if they're begrudgingly, everyone shows up for Christmas, and the food, man, my family takes the food so seriously. That's what I miss. And every time I'm away from home for Christmas, I really get homesick. We are human behind the avatar. Some of us are. A lot of us are. Some of us are not. All right, I'm 10 minutes behind. That's not so bad. It's okay. Leave it there. Maybe that means you're independent. Yeah, independent's a great way to describe my politics. I just get so burnt out on it. I can't even tell you. Good to see you, Rod. And I'd like to thank you, Rod. I mean, I not to exclude anyone, but Rod's been a not the newest, supporter of my channel, but I really much appreciate him. And if I find out that he's Davis fam, it doesn't even matter. Not that I think you are, um, but she's been claiming to be one of my favorite subscribers. So, in any case, I really like you, Rod, and I appreciate your emails and your support. And you also offer cool stuff in the way of Bigfoot stuff and song suggestions. Oh, there are kids walking up the tracks if you hear shit in the background. Spooky season is the best. Cargo sweatpants are the best, absolutely. What kind of shoes do you wear? I still wear skate shoes. I wear Converse. Nothing too flashy. I have I sold most of them off because I had some thin times financially in the last year. But I have a wicked collection of Air Jordans. I'm a sucker for Jordan 3s, 4s, and 5s. But who am I kidding? That's I don't wear them because I don't want to fuck them up. Let's see, what instrument? Drums or acoustic guitar. I can hand drum best and better than I can do anything. Let's see here. Sorry, I had to look back. There's a big group of kids walking down the tracks behind me. Let's see. Good to see you, Narcos. Hope you're doing well. Just My Girl says, how were you when you first started painting? I'm not going to say her name, but I had an art teacher that I had a crush on. And it was probably 6th grade, middle school. No. Yeah, 5th or 6th grade. I almost said her name, but I'm not going to do that. I really went out of my way to impress her, and I think I did. I've seen her recently, and I no longer have a crush on her. I don't know what's happening over here. I don't know what's happening. Hold on a second. Oh, they're riding their bike on the side of the tracks. It was freaking me out. I can't see because I've got the glow of the fucking Chromebook in my face. Let's see. Damn, garage bands and friends and drugs. Yep, sounds like the 90s to me. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. We all were going to be the next grunge band for sure. What shoe size? I wear size 11. D's Nuts says, what a cheese ball. Hey, why don't you go ahead and go live and have some courage, my friend? That's what I would recommend to you. I'd rather be a cheese ball than a scumbag. Queen Bella says, Legally Blonde with the big heart. I love a good cheese ball covered in nuts. These nuts. Brittany asks, how's everyone? White meat or dark meat? Dark meat all day, man. I mean, all day. All fucking day. That's why I love duck so much, because it's almost all dark meat. Me Too Grain. Let's see. I can live without my punching bag. I can live or can't live? You can live? You have a punching bag, but you can live without it. I bet you Met can't. Crystal Langford asked, 2 most important questions that expose the most. Toilet paper roll, always over. What is wrong with the under people? And a hot dog is technically a sandwich, but if you call it a sandwich, there's something wrong with you. By definition, it is a sandwich, but let's keep it real. Let's see. I can't live. I figured that's what you meant. What is the oldest item that you own? Boy, I've got a Zippo from the 40s, I think. It's an old Army Zippo. Actually, the pocket watch on my avatar on YouTube was a gift from a gentleman. I could say his name now because he's passed away, but Jim Broff. He was my neighbor in Pittsburgh, and he was just a curmudgeon old man who knew everything about everything. And he hired me. I was working bartending at the time. That's how I met the guy. And he offered me a job, and I realized it was just to hang out with him in the oldest pawn shop in Pittsburgh. It was called Broff's, right down there on Smithfield Street downtown. And he just he overpaid me to hang out with him and tell stories. But in the safe there, he had Super Bowl rings, gold bars, diamonds, the size of M&Ms. I got to see a lot of really cool things there. And one of the payments was a pocket watch. It didn't work, and it's a gold pocket watch. And then I had it fixed, so it does work now, and I keep it in a safe place. I don't carry a pocket watch or use it, but that's one of the oldest things I have, and I think it's from early 20s. I have a couple books that are actually older than that, but I can't quote an exact year. I think I have an old Bible, and I know people are going to beat me up for that. It's probably from mid 1800s. Let's see here. Crystal, I heard your name mentioned today. Uh-oh, hopefully it was good news. All right, I'm still 10 minutes behind. I'm catching up. Okay, I see a few people that should be, thank you. Shout out mods. Thanks for having my back. I can't do everything. You'll be hearing about it, Justin Ryan. Don't you worry. Sarah Beth asked, I asked who the best rapper of all time is. Oh, Rakim. There's no question about it. Never have you heard hip hop until you listen to Rakim on the mountaintop. Rakim is by far laid the groundwork for every great rapper. Just ask any great rapper, they'll tell you. Lisa says, I hate haunted houses. I took my son when I was little and I started crying and freaking out, yelling at the chainsaw guy. Yeah, I'll be the chainsaw guy. I'll be under the couch just rubbing the blade against people's bottom of their shoes. But there's no blade in it. It's just basically just you guys get the idea. Favorite car that I've ever owned? The favorite car I've ever owned was a 1964 Rambler American 220 AMC. You could basically fix anything under the hood with one screwdriver and one wrench. It's a great car. It didn't go very fast, but it fit my surfboard perfectly on top of it. Aside from that, if I had a dream car, it would probably be 1966 and a half, or 1966 and a half Mustang fastback. The first year they came out. I'll never have one. They cost a fortune at this point. Kelsey, good to see you. Crystal Langford said, if you do Discord on my about section, I have a Discord handle. Excuse me, I gotta sneeze. Oh, that was like the best sneeze of my life. But never worry about me. This place makes me giggle every day. I don't Discord. I famously don't Discord. Good to see you, Kelsey. Queen Bella, hi, good to see you, dear. What do you think about orcas? What I do know about them is tracking their movements and tracking their health really keeps scientists. It's a good indicator to the health of the ocean. I don't know that much about them. It's crazy that mammals swim, but whatever. Patricia Ann Dean, hi Brittany. Okay. Hopefully we're getting rid of these fucking goofballs. We got some questions for them, but that's for another day. Sorry, I can't see what's already been deleted in my thing. I really like orcas. I mean, what's not to like, right? Theo Vaughn seems like the greatest guy God ever made. I'm convinced. Well, I mean, he does have a side that nobody knows. His dad is filthy rich. I mean, billionaire rich. And so is Steve-O's dad, if you didn't know. Steve-O, Steve-O. The best thing about him is he went to clown school, Barnum and Bailey down in Florida. The weirdest thing about him is his dad is one of the fucking richest people on earth. He was like the CEO of Pepsi Brazil. I mean, if that gives you any indication. He does. Oh, thank you, Emmy. I didn't expect that many trolls over here since, this is not drama, but it is what it is. We'll work on through it. Let's see. Brittany says, I'm so sorry if I missed anyone just wrapped up in homework. Oh, we understand. It's so difficult. I mean, I go through the same thing. I'll go into a chat and I try to give a blanket. What's up, everyone? I hope you're well today. And then inevitably 5 minutes later, somebody will pop in and say, hey, Sinner. And then I'm like stuck in this position. If I say hello to one person, 4 other people are going to think I'm dissing out on them. It's never what it is. It's just impossible to say hello to everyone. And typically I'm watching on my phone. I really only open the Chromebook if I'm moderating for somebody or if I'm live myself. Everything else is done on my Samsung, which is the nicest phone I've ever had. Before I had this S24, I had fucking cheap phones, and this phone has changed everything. Love the Rocky Horror Picture Show. I used to go often as a kid in Dormont, Pennsylvania. That's where I learned tolerance, for people that I was unfamiliar with. Like we were saying, it's important to go mingle with people that you're opposite of or different than. And I think I smoked my first joint there too. Maybe even had my first beer there, even though maybe that wasn't so helpful. But I remember smoking my first joint there. Very cool. Thank you, Billy Jones. It's so kind of you. Did you ever go to the place a decade and see Billy Prince and the Keystone Rhythm Band? Loved him. I didn't, but I did see the Clerks. No, I saw the Clarks. You know, the Penny on the Floor song. I saw them at the gate on the Gateway Clipper. That was pretty cool. Billy knows what that is. Uh, it's a tour boat company here in Pittsburgh. I'm just hitting Trolls Out Center. I appreciate you, Summer. I know Emmy said she's in and out. She's got some stuff to take care of. I do so much appreciate it. And thank you so much. I don't want to gloss over that, Billy Jones. You're always so generous to me. I do appreciate it. Let's see. They aren't dolphins. Well, same thing. Same thing. They're freaking mammals that swim. And soundtrack. And see, there's never once been an attack in the wild. Thousands of encounters, none violent. I love orcas, but on a mermaid. So there's that. But I'm a mermaid. I think that's what you're saying. Let's see. I'm sorry if I misread that. All right, I'm not doing too bad. I'm catching up. Halloween is my favorite time of the year for sure. I mean, it's my birthday month. I mean, it's how ridiculous does it sound, a 48-year-old man saying that? But I love Halloween. I do. I love scary movies. All of that. You hate Xmas? Oh, yeah. I didn't say I hate it. It's still one of my favorite holidays. But the older I get, you spend way too much time thinking about who's not there instead of who's there. But I'm getting better at that. You have to be present and be in the moment and be appreciative for who is there, because they might not be there next year, if you know what I mean. Let's see. Oh, Christmas is a season. Let's see. Brittany says, Lisa, hey, it's really good to see you. I appreciate you speaking up for me in this chaos. And it is chaotic, isn't it? You are amazing. You're independent as well. Yeah, I mean, that's the only common sense way to be. I mean, if you proclaim to be something, you're gonna get stuck. You're gonna get cornered, and you're gonna end up either having denounced the group that you're part of or supporting something that you inside disagree with. That's how I feel. I'm not really political. I try to respect people's personal politics. That shit can get really heavy really fast. Lisa says, allegedly, Brittany J, no problem. These people don't know the history. Plus, I took offense to saying tread lightly after I mean, Earth Angel Travel, so good to see you. Are you a travel agent? Do you have hookup for cheap tickets? Legally said, I tried skateboarding once. I busted my ass and split my pants. My pants split. That's funny. That's half of the fun. Half of the fun of skateboarding is falling. You learn how to fall gracefully. Nanny Sharon says, what would you do for a Klondike bar? It depends on if it's one of the ice cream sandwich Klondike bars. I do a lot more for one of those than a regular one. Can we see one of your paintings one day? Yeah, you can. They actually have a handful on the beginning of my community page. If you scroll all the way down to one of my first community pages, I was more open with sharing my art. Unfortunately, scumbags and crackheads took those images and bastardized them by using them for thumbnails, and I was like, okay, no more of that. But I do currently have some paintings in galleries and a couple art shows coming up for the holidays as well. I'm trying to transition into doing more murals with a group of guys that I know here from the city. And I'm not talking graffiti, although that is one of my first loves. Now I'm trying to do more commissioned and sanctioned paintings, large scale on buildings, whether it be a coffee shop or a hipster store. It makes no difference. I like to have my art up there. Let's see, Lisa, I'm shocked by a ton. You're so right. Yes, it's been crazy. Yes, you will see one of my paintings one day. Yeah, I just have to get more comfortable with, because the second I show it here, the internet's forever, and they're gonna be metaphorically smearing shit on it. And I take that shit personally. Silver or gold? Ooh, I hate yellow gold. I'd say white gold, just because it's more valuable than silver. I don't wear jewelry though. I've never had a piercing. I'm thinking that piercings were not for men. I know that's a strange thing to say. Most of my friends have piercings. They are somehow convinced that I've done the worst to Granny. Well, Granny can eat a fat bag of dicks, dude. Lisa, me too. They only come in yellow and green back then. Yes, of course you can. I'm not showing it now, but let me work up. Let me work up to it. If you really want to see something right away, you can, like I said, scroll down all the way to the bottom of my community page, wall post, and you'll see some there. I love duck as well. All right, now I'm slipping behind, so I'm just looking for questions. Nat, what color are you? Nat, what color are you? What color are? Type that in again, Justin R. And I'm not clear what the question is. I'm taking a break and see you're on. So hi, Sinner. Hope you're doing good, mate. Hope you're doing good as well, Alligator. It's good to see you, Alligator. Yes, dark meat, as it's so much more flavorful and moisture. Nobody wants to fucking a dry piece of turkey, man. That shit's weird to me. Go to snack. Ooh. I've been snacking on these things that are called moon giants. They're plums that are like the size of oranges. So fucking good. So fucking good. And wine grapes, like small purple grapes with the tiny seed inside, because it's got that sourness. And then I love them so much. But I love Slim Jims too. Don't get me wrong. I like junk food. I love Slim Jims. The original ones, the small ones, not the big fucking weird ones with hot sauce in them. What color is my hair? Brown. Boring, but brown. Brown with a frosting of gray at this point. I was talking to a friend yesterday, and they were like, "Oh, I'm getting rid of some of these grays," and I was like, "I have given up. Like my facial hair is fucking almost white completely." Grain said red. Reality, moisture, absolutely. Let's see. Lisa, who is chasing, telling tread lightly to? Yeah, I lost confidence in so many people today, man. Just I don't want to get too much into that. Alligator says, "With great to see you, beautiful. I'm going to email you and give Reality my email per her request." Awesome. Invisible Karma says, "Sinner is an awesome painter. He did wonderful painting of Sinead O'Connor." Oh yeah, you did see that. Very cool. You know the crazy thing, my old pal here on here, Cash, really liked that painting, and he and I were, corresponded so much in a Discord, down the rabbit holes Discord for almost over a year, and I liked the guy so much. He entertained me. I was going to send the painting to him as a gift, but boy, did he shit on that. Allegedly, Brittany J says she asked who you were talking to. Okay. Yes, Cash apps are definitely appreciated. Everyone's so generous. Sometimes I wake up to a Cash app in the morning. I'm like, they send it in the middle of the night for no good reason. That's very sweet. Very sweet. Oh, rapper. Dude, I've been nothing but nice to you, man. Fuck. Choke on a fat bag of dicks. Is nobody going to get that? Oh, no, you guys can't see it. I can see it. That's right. Sorry. I have full faith and confidence in my moderators. Some of my moderators are straight up gangsters. What is it in Catholics and keeping old Bibles? I think it's a Judaic Christian Bible that I have that's old, which is not a Catholic Bible. Have you ever seen a UFO? No, I haven't. I would love to. I think it's because I'm looking so hard. All right, I'm catching up now. Let's see here. 57 Ford Fairlane is my dream car. Beautiful car. I like old cars. I like things that smell like gasoline. But really, what I want now, it's not a car. I want an original, old school, like late 1950s, early 1960s Royal Enfield motorcycle, the ones that the British Army rode all over northern India. That's what I'm looking for. And I've come across a few, and they ain't cheap. So maybe one day I'll be able to have one. I owned a 77 Chevy Nova. Beautiful car. Also, very expensive car nowadays. A Honda car with a motorcycle engine, also raced it. That's so cool. I almost shipped back a Skyline from Japan, which is more of a sports car. But I didn't do it because I realized if you ship a car back from Japan, they use different glass it's not up to regulation for US. So I would have to get all the glass replaced, and it turned into this crazy thing that I knew I wouldn't afford and would sit somewhere for way too long. But I like the idea of having the steering wheel on the wrong side of the car. That's rad. Butterflies are free to fly, so good to see you. Everyone gonna hop in the shower and get ready for work. All right. Hope you have a safe shift. Let's see. Dinah Do says, Sinner, excuse me, that's what's supposed to happen. You don't need to see what's being deleted. Well, I can see in my restream, even if it gets deleted where you guys can see it, it still pops up here, which is something that happens to Brittany J all the time and other creators, but specifically happens to her. She ends up reading some shit that's already been deleted, and I can even highlight the stuff that's been deleted, so it can really get wild. That's why everybody's like, dude, stop reading the shit that's been deleted. And it's like, it's not always on purpose. I didn't see Froggy come in, but I see someone saying hello to Froggy. Hey, Froggy, hope you're doing well. Hey, man, I wanted to say, Froggy, you don't have to prove anything to me. I realize I was pretty harsh on you for having that J Fox person in your chat. I mean, I see how they move and I pay attention, and they're just not a good person. I don't want to see you get taken advantage of by these fucking goons here, because they will coax you into a sense of security, and then they will just fucking throw you under all the buses. Steph B says, good to see you, Steph B. We have a 66 Ford Fairlane. It has no AC, but a big engine. Yeah, it's a beautiful car too. I'm a sucker for old Mustangs. I hated the new Mustangs, although they're getting better now. They actually have balls again. Lisa says, Reality says, I raced mine. I had a lead foot, and I still at times do, but I'm chilling out. Too many crazies driving now. Yeah, my uncle let me take his 1969 GTO Judge to the prom, which was pretty fucking gangster. I was scared to death the whole time. That car it's too powerful for a fucking truck driver, let alone my dumbass in high school. Must have got lost. Said my daughter bought herself a Chevy Impala, early 60s, all original. Beautiful cars. I like the 64s over the 66. But yeah, I would take any of them. What day is your birthday in October? I guess everyone already knows. I've been doxed the shit, the 23rd. So technically, that's the cusp when people ask me, are you a Scorpio or Libra? I'm right in the middle. So if I read LA Times, I'm a Scorpio. If I read the New York Times, I'm a Libra. I'm both. Let's see here. Halloween is my favorite as well. Jimmy Kimmel has been suspended. I know. And it's so crazy that like everyone's in an uproar that a man was assassinated, expressing his freedom of speech. And now people are getting canceled expressing their freedom of speech. Like, we're fucked, man. I mean, I don't want to get too into that because that turns into politics quick. But nobody should be fired or assassinated for their opinion. I mean, within reason. If you're inciting hate upon people, then you should at least be called out publicly for it. Let's see. Yeah, the ice cream. Have you guys had the ice cream sandwich Klondike bar? So it's an ice cream sandwich, then it has the whole chocolate coating over it. It's serious fucking business. Let's see. You do the same with horses. You learn how to fall. It's an art. And then you're thrown. Let's see. Do you believe Damien Eccles and company did what's the West Memphis 3? No, I think the West Memphis 3 are innocent. That's my official opinion. I don't think there's any question about it. I think, again, that becomes like an issue of race and politics. Alligator says, Sinner, where do you get your great and wide media taste from music? My dad and my uncle. I almost said their names. My dad and my uncle. Unfortunately, my uncle just passed away maybe 4 or 5 months ago, and it was heavy. It was one of the biggest loss. He's the one who showed me the Beatles. He's the one that also showed me he was the maniac that would break dance, and he was not a break dancer, just a fucking crazy man. And he worked his entire life. He rode a motorcycle, and he worked at a retirement community. And when he walked in there, the fucking place lit up, man. All the old people loved him. He was so charismatic. I don't think he had a negative, mean bone in his body. He had friends of all walks of life, and they all considered him his best friend, like an amazing man. But their record collection is both of their record collections I'm now owner of, so that's a big fucking deal. I miss my uncle so much, and it happened when I was out of state too, so I missed the whole fucking thing. Who do you go play blast while painting? Ooh, that's a good one. I listen to a lot of old hip hop. I listen to abstract rock and roll. Listen to the Pixies. I listen to the Violent Femmes. I love the Violent Femmes when I paint. That doesn't really matter. So long as it's loud, I'll listen to damn near anything when I paint. I didn't see what Nanny Sharon said. She can't help herself tonight. Damn it. I guess I missed a couple things. I'm sorry, guys. Damien Eccles is Edgelord. I guess I'm not. Maybe I didn't understand Cheese's question. I'll have to have a look at that again. Lisa, oh, that sucks. But Chevys are, in my opinion, are great vehicles. You know what? I also love old 60s Ford pickup trucks before Fords were garbage. You know, just the simple F-150s, the old ones, the oldest ones you can find. And also the old Broncos with the top that comes off. Those things are badass. I used to like Jeeps as a kid, but now it's like I can't take people that drive Jeeps seriously. No offense. Monte Carlos are cool. My least favorite car, conversely, is El Camino. I just, every time I see them, I'm like, yuck. I realize they can be pretty badass muscle cars, but I just, something about them, I don't know. They remind me of Sigourney Weaver, and I can't watch Sigourney Weaver movies just because something about her. Legally Blonde, stay on the horse. It's safer. Yeah. She says, I'm pink. What's up, Tinker? So good to see you. Thanks for being here. Champagne grapes are amazing. Yes, indeed. I got these grapes from Trader Joe's a few months ago, and they were just called red grapes, but they tasted sour like purple grapes, and they were like big. I don't know what they were. I should have paid closer attention. All you need to learn to get your turkey drunk first, then it won't get dried. Yeah, I've had it done right, but I still prefer dark meat. Alligator says, I'd love to see your paintings and what the meaning is behind it. I love to paint. I'm Pisces and do anything to help take me away alone. Yeah, painting a lot of times for me, unless I'm doing it specifically on a commission, like I've done like portraits on commission, family portraits or portraits of people's kids, you know, for holidays and things like that. But most of the paintings that I enjoy the most, nobody will ever see. And they're never ending. They're never done. They're evolving, and they, you know, there's layer upon layer. Whoever I leave those to one day is going to be like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? Have you ever been to Uniontown, Pennsylvania? Yeah, it's not far from me. In fact, on a clear day from Uniontown, you could see downtown Pittsburgh. Let's see, Tabasco Slim Jim. I can fuck with that. I like the original ones better. Look at me. I'm only 10 minutes behind. That's pretty good for me, guys. 47 Sunday and no gray hairs yet. Oh, well, lucky you. I started turning gray. It happened all at once, like at 42. It was like, kapoosh. Check this out. And, of course, vanity at first made me want to try to disguise it, you know, combing the touch of gray shit. And then I was like, you know what? Fuck that shit, dude. A little known secret. Well, I mean, most of you ladies, you know, the ladies have no problem with a little bit of gray hair whatsoever. I mean, let's face it, everybody's trying to impress the ladies as a dude. Are you sure your hair is brown? Am I sure? Yeah. I guess it's more salt and pepper nowadays, but I guess I would be a brown-haired boy. It says brown on my ID. Cakes Boo, Kitty Catty, thanks for being here. Blondie69, so good to see you. I'm gray. It took forever to grow it out. My sister has the coolest fucking like gray streaks on the front of her hair. It's so cool. She's self-conscious about it. I'm like, don't change it. That shit is badass. Do you remember Sinead's song called Last Day of Our Acquaintance? It sounds faintly familiar. I know I'd recognize it if I heard it. Shout out Sinead. Boy, she was a martyr, wasn't she? When she ripped up that photo of the Pope in protest of, you know, the PED scandal. Let's see. Angie Harvath said, I used to vote Dems when I first started voting back in the 1980s, but both parties have changed quite a bit. And over the years, that my voting is all over the place. I've even voted other D's and R's. Yeah, I don't ever talk about who I vote for. That's a great way to fucking start an argument, even at the dinner table. I vote for people that give a fuck about people. And I'll put it this way. I vote for people that actually, instead of saying they support veterans, I vote for people that actually support veterans. I like to vote for people that aren't racist. I like to vote for people that realize that there's enough food for everybody and everyone should eat. And everyone should have a safe place to sleep at night. There's plenty of places for people to sleep, but for some reason, Still millions outside. It makes no sense to me. Donnie Do says, lunatic, it's like we're allowed to throw it away because away, no cause. You probably be cursed. Let's see. Curious, good to see you. Says, I have my mother's Bible and rosary. It's sentimental. I have my grandmother's rosary as well. I actually have a super old rosary. I have no way to date it. Just look up. You will see something. All right. All right. Curious as fuck is in the house. Must have got. I got dark brown hair and hazel eyes. My eyes are also hazel. If that's going to be a question, I'll cut you off at the pass. It's weird though because like if in the bright sun on the right day, my eyes look way more like light green, and other times they're more like brown green. I have blonde hair. I pay for it, but it's still blonde. Amen. I had a Skyline wagon. I remember those things. That's such a cool car. Headstone says, that's why I use my phone to read chat. That's smart. But I can't. I mean, if I can't do that. I guess I could, but then I don't know. It's just instinct to look at the computer screen. But I do read everything I see, so it'd be pretty slick to get one past me. I think I've done it once or twice, but I'm getting better. Plus I know my regulars here, so if I see a name that I don't know, then I don't read it out loud right away. You know what I'm saying. Let's see. Lisa says, grain. I've been kind of depressed and thought about cutting it today, but I know I'll be mad once I'm out of my funk. Yeah, sleep on it. Like some asshole once said, practice that pause. Pet peeves. Someone else asked me that. People that use other people for excuses for what they do. People that fucking breathe all heavy when they're chewing. I can't do it. I just can't do it. I think I told you guys a story about breaking up with a girl. Not only because of that, but I think that was the straw that broke the fucking heavy breather's back. It's just too much for me. And that may be like a peeve. I like people that are unnecessarily unkind. Oh, here's one of my biggest pet peeves. Whenever I fucking when I'm walking down the street and I say hello to you, if I give you the greeting of the day, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and you fucking ignore me, I say, well, fuck you too, and I keep on walking. Because I go out of my way to say hello to people. I know not everybody's social, but just fake a smile, nod, something. If you just ignore me, you think you're better than me, and I have a big problem with that. I don't become confrontational. I don't even mumble. Don't go fuck yourself. No, what I've been as I get older, what I say is okay, and I keep it moving. Have you ever went to a psychic? Yes, I went to a psychic in Hollywood when I was stationed in San Diego, and the lady told me I picture a long journey in your near future. It wasn't my fucking Marine Corps haircut or the dog tags on my neck that fucking gave her that idea. Waka waka. But no, I haven't been since then. I've been tempted a couple times, but no. Let's see. I love older Mustangs, but I don't like Fords. Well, old Fords are okay. I'm a Chevy girl, but I love older Mustangs, not the new ones. Well, the newest ones, they've got balls again. They're actually looking like actual cars instead of like fiberglass fucking imitations. The ones that the not the newest ones, but the ones from like the last couple of years that are hatchbacks, that's not a fucking Mustang. That's not a Mustang. All right, I'm getting caught up. Let's see here. I like Kimmel. I like Jimmy Kimmel too. I love all comedians. They make me laugh. Brittany says, I can't believe we're at the point where even good people are normalizing the evil behaviors that have been taking place. It's crazy. Fat boy ice cream sandwich. Yum. Please excuse me. I'm trying to just stick to the questions. That's the whole point of tonight. So if I miss something that you're saying to me, I do apologize. Yeah, that was a tough one, Brittany J. I didn't talk about it on here because I didn't want to fucking be but that was tough. I talked to Emmy about it. She knew. It's just Queen Bella wants to know when Summer's birthday is. Here's a good tip. If you haven't been doxxed yet and somebody asks your birthday on here, lie to them because they can put that together with other bits of information that you tell them to figure out who you are, to confirm your dox if they're trying to prove it. I know it fucking sucks, but that's the way it goes. Sinner and I do not have similar tastes in music at all. No, she's more of a boy band, pop ballad type person. I am not. I think we officially, in all the communications we have and the messages we send each other, I think we have pretty much stopped sending each other recommendations of music. And that's fine, man. That's fine. What age did you show your artistic abilities? Once again, it was a teacher I had a crush on, and she was my art teacher in that like fifth, sixth grade. Um, I had the same art teacher for a couple of years, so fifth or sixth grade, and I had a crew of people, and still friends with those guys today. And 2 out of 4 of them are professional working artists in different capacities. Just a Girl Loves Frog says, Violent Femmes, no way. I love Violent Femmes. My roommate in college got me hooked on them. She listens to them a lot. I got to see them at Warren Showgrounds in Santa Barbara. Like my first week in Santa Barbara, it was fucking life-changing. Broken bones. I broke my collarbone playing tag football in middle school, maybe first year of high school. And I fucked my right ankle up several times. There's metal in there from skateboarding, and both of my wrists at different times. It was pale yellow. Oh, very cool. Lunatic farmer. I lost 90% of my curls after menopause. Oh, bummer, dude. What's up, Josh? Good to see you. Sinner, who had the best late night show on YouTube? Well, of course, Josh Martinez, Lab After Dark. And I'll be waiting for my Cash App. No, I'm just kidding. There aren't too many late night shows left, man. I mean, if you're not subbed to Josh, I know he's making a joke there, but he is a really good dude and has a good perspective and actually has a fucking heart in his chest for a change. And he'll zing you too. If you're a prick to him, he will fucking hurt your feelings and make everyone laugh at you. I appreciate that. El Caminos are the car for the undecided. Yeah, I guess if you have to move and drag race, I don't know. Joe said, I have a Wrangler and go up in the mountains. Very cool. I can appreciate that. Yeah, see what Josh did there? Self-promotion never hurt anybody. If you don't got your own back, no one else will. If you can interview anyone present or history, who would it be? Ooh, I'm going to go back again to Jean-Michel Basquiat. He had such a fascinating life. Like, he was one of Madonna's first boyfriends. He hung out with Andy Warhol. He was an insane homeless drug addict. I mean, he just an important artist. But I guess there's more important than that. I think I would love to be honest with you, and because I dislike him so much, I would have loved to interview Richard Nixon. But I wouldn't want to do a public interview. I would like to sit with him and talk about how dirty he actually was, man. Or Eisenhower would be a great one. John F. Kennedy is too obvious. I would ask him, hey, JFK, why did you start the Vietnam War? Nanny Sharon, then it would be a late night show. Well, hey man, hopefully, now that Jimmy Kimmel's live, maybe we'll get more viewership, Josh. The first time I saw El Camino, I was little. Nuns were driving in the car, so for a long time, I thought they were very specific to nuns. That's hilarious to associate El Caminos with nuns. Boy, that's a wild perspective, and I fucking love that, dude. Wow. Let's see here. Pink Tiger, good to see you. I saw your comment. I know you were fired up about what you saw today. Stand by. This is the calm before the storm. If you could visit one place on our amazing planet, what would that place be? Probably the Himalayan mountains. I had the opportunity to go down to Ecuador, so I saw the Andes Mountains, the Himalayas, or actually Nova Scotia, I think is someplace I'd like to go. I'm going to go to Australia. That's not so much of a bucket list. I'm going there. There's no question about it. I don't want to climb Everest, but I would love to go to the base camp. I'd like to meet some Sherpas myself, some of the strongest fucking human beings on earth. I lived in Japan for a year, so that would have been on the list, but I've already been there. I'd love to go back if I can afford it one day. Man, there's so many places. I would love to go to Africa. I want to go to Morocco so bad. Oh, that's too much. That's too many. I think if I hit the lottery for $1 billion, I would go to Nova Scotia for a while, and then I'd go buy a house outside of the city, outside of a city in Australia, and then I'd love to see the Serengeti. I would like to see the Western Africa and Morocco, Northern Africa, so many places. The only thing that restricts me from always traveling and never going home is money. I mean, if I had unlimited resources, I would constantly be on the move. Just a Girl Loves Frogs says, reality, my hubby and my daughter are Libras. Hubby's birthday is next week, Friday, and my daughter's is on October 3rd. Let's see. Pink Dagger says, I can't wait to get the gray hairs. I think it's a privilege and something you should be proud of. Yeah, when it started for me, I panicked, and then I quickly got comfortable with it because I realized, oh, wait a minute, the ladies like this. Reality says, just a girl, awesome. Oh, sorry, I'm trying to stick to the questions. There is supposed to be 12 popes. Now we got 13. Yeah, it's some weird shit. It's some weird shit. Let's see. I'm scooting along. All right, too many questions. His pet peeve, not completing sentences while chatting. Kelsey says heavy breathers. Not heavy breathers. I don't need people that snore like a fucking long haul truck driver. Don't bother me. It's people that fucking get too emotionally invested while they're chewing on their food. It fucking freaks me out. If it's a stranger, it doesn't bother me nearly as much as like a girlfriend or a family member. It's just like, because I guess I have, at that point I can be like, are you fucking kidding me right now? But I'm not an asshole about it. I know it bothers me, so I can walk away, you know. I keep getting fucking advertisements for Dixon Flannel Company. Dude, I'm going to buy them all as soon as I can afford them. Let's see. I hate excessive cussing and rudeness. Well, how the fuck in the world do you listen to me? No, I'm just kidding. I'm trying to curb it. I try to use it judiciously. I try when it's necessary. I can use other words. You know, I have a pretty good vocabulary. So if you ever find me just motherfucking somebody, it's because I'm pissed off. My eyes are like that too. They are hazel in the sunlight and light green. Yeah, they change. It just depends. Like I used to keep track of it, but now it doesn't even bother me. I mean, I don't pay that much attention. But I've seen photographs of myself in the sunlight. I was like, what the fuck is happening? Like, what kind of filter are you using? What's up, Truth Seeker? Hope you're well. I did see the photos of your pup. Hope they're feeling better. Better late than never is what I always say. Sarah Beth says, if I hold a door for someone and they don't say thank you, that doesn't bother me so much because some people are just not used to having the door open for them. So people become timid. But if you say to somebody, hey, good morning, and you're outside, you're walking your dog, they're walking their dog, and they just think they're too good for you. Ooh, no. I like Pontiacs too. Pontiacs were a big deal in high school. Never had one. Josh loves boy bands. I somehow believe you, man. In a good way, though. Let's see. Nothing wrong with boy bands. I like Boys to Men just because I'm from Pennsylvania and they took over. And the End of the Road song, it doesn't matter what the vibe is, you can still turn that song up and enjoy it. Josh was in a boy band. I don't know about that, but somehow I wouldn't doubt it. He does strike me as a natural entertainer. I know Emmy just went to New Kids on the Block concert last year, so she's all about it. And I watched videos of that, and I didn't have a heart to tell her, I don't know, how good was it? And she was like, it was great. And I watched videos of maybe not to the show that she went to, but that tour, and I was like, oh, they were struggling. They might as well just sat down. But hey, we can't all be Joey McIntyre, so I can't talk shit. I'm not a Mustang person, never been a fan, but I do love me Camaro or 1960 Chevy Impala, any Impala, until they started getting, into the late 70s and 80s. I might have the record for Broken Bones. Josh Diaz, I don't know why I call him Martinez. I apologize. I'm a dick. See, look at me. I even fuck up people's names that I like around here. At least I didn't misgender him. I've been doing that to people too. Now I just ask, are you boy or you girl? Because so many people would be like, dude, I'm a girl. Like for some reason, Combat Vet, I kept calling, hey man. And until finally she was just like, I'm a woman. I was like, fuck, I didn't do that on purpose. Let's see. Hey, Pink Tiger. I'm sorry, Josh. I'm sorry. I'm sure he won't hate me for it. Let's see. Green says, That subject came up today. The only thing I ever broke was my arse. I saw somebody, fuck, who was it? Texas Girl 1 OG? I don't know how I just remember that. But she was in Emmy's chat and she said she's got 2 broken wrists currently. I'm like, how do you pick your nose? I am not a crook. Let's see. I love Lunatic Farmer, and believe me, I see all of you who stand with us. Probably not. Let's see. I'm behind, so I'm only 5 minutes behind though, so I'm crushing it. For me, crushing it. Senator, very cool. Thanks for your answer. You're welcome. Thanks for being here. Everybody get ready. The next couple days are going to be fucking bonkers, man. I promise you. PBRs were $1. There's still, if you go to the Eagles Club or the VFW around here, of course, I'm members at all of them because I have a long history of drinking. You can certain days of the week during the weekday, you could still get a Boilermaker or a shot and a beer for $1.75. It's crazy. I mean, that no wonder I had problems with drinking. It's so readily accessible in Pennsylvania. The only people on earth that drink more than people in Pittsburgh are the people in Milwaukee. Let's see. Lunatic Farmer says, I'd like to get my hands on the president's book, big time. Oh, yeah. What's up, Pookie? Good to see you. Thanks for being here. Pookie is the best. If you don't know Pookie, it's a miracle she's with us. I've been telling her she should write a book. I don't want to tell her story, but holy shit. Gadzooks is what I say. And the interview of the director of the CIA, that would be interesting. I almost don't want to know. I mean, they would lie to you anyways. Speaking of governmental agencies, how about that Kash Patel guy, the director of the FBI? This is not political. That guy's not qualified for his job, man. I watched some of that shit today, and he was just slunk down in his chair. He's someone else I watched on Joe Rogan for 3 hours, and Rogan was asking him about the Epstein shit, and he just could not give a straight answer. I was like, this guy's not qualified. If you're the director of the FBI, you should be able to lie and look someone in the face while you're doing it. He couldn't do it. I know that sounds crazy, but that's a fact. Fiji, Switzerland, Ireland, Greece, Virgin Islands. I have no urge to go to any kind of islands. Greece would be great just because of the intense history of those islands. But Fiji for sure. Switzerland, I don't have any real urge to go to Switzerland. I'd like to go to Austria. I have thought about going to China. I would love to go to China. I don't think someone outspoken like me is going to be able to have the greatest time there. I'd end up getting in trouble. Sinner, will you ever go back to the Catholic Church or Mass in general? I still do. I still go to Mass occasionally when I need it. Fuck, dude. You're not supposed to talk about religion or politics, but I'll tell you, I ran into a problem, and it wasn't just the pedo stuff with the Catholic Church. I never had any effect of that personally, but I know of some friends who did. But for me, and this is not the Catholic Church, fuck, dude, how do I talk about this? It says in the Bible that you shouldn't go to a fucking building to worship. You know what I mean? It says it right there. It says it clear as day. So I think it's against the rules to do that. And I'm afraid that it becomes a money-making organization. And as soon as I matured and started having girlfriends and keeping looking for role models as men around the church, I realized that these guys were just there to check out their neighbors' wives. Don't get mad at me, but that's what I observed. And then it cheapened the whole experience for me. I could do it all at home. Let's see. Nope, just Australia. I will make it to Australia. That doesn't even have to be on the bucket list because in my head, that's already done. No offense, Rod. Oh, you don't want to go to Australia. No offense, Rod, but not into huge spiders. I hate spiders. I mean, if you can live in America with some of the most dangerous, crazy fucking animals, which are human beings, if you can go to Florida for a few months, you got nothing to worry about in Australia. The animals there are no more dangerous than the people in Florida. No disrespect to Florida, but that's just a fact. Brittany says, Lord, I need to. I know I drive you crazy, sinner. My ADHD has me leaving half sentences all the time. Well, I did purposely scan past some of your stuff, Brittany, because I'm trying to stick to the questions. Let's see here. You aren't bad on your cursing, Sinner. I have been in the past. I've tried to reel it in. Um, I can be a real motherfucker when I drink, like, and that's part of the reason that I'm curbing that shit. I wanted to go to America, to the wilderness, but now I'm too fucking old. Nah, you're not too old. Most of our national parks have, nice pavement. You could just cruise. You could just get a car and drive around. You don't have to hike into anything. Sarah Beth says, here's a question. When poison expires, does it become more poisonous or less poisonous? Oh, I guess it depends on the specific chemical compound that you're talking about. I mean, just saying poison is pretty broad spectrum. But great question. I don't know. In the way of medicine, most medicines don't turn to go bad. They just become less effective. I mean, specifically antibiotics. I am allergic to penicillin, which is a crazy thing to be allergic to. Laugh my ass off, Britt. Yeah, I can tell when you're reading something and go all squirrel. Zunfiltered says, do you talk about things in your home and then get ads pretending them? Everyone does. They're listening, man. There's no question about it. I keep asking Alexa, how much wood could a woodchuck chuck? And she keeps giving me different answers. It's very frustrating. I asked Alexa, why do I fucking care? And she said, only you can answer that. She's right. Let's see here. Scooting along. Do you like Zepparella? I don't know what that is. What is Zepparella? Does anyone know what that is? Here, I'll Google it really quick. Zepperella. Oh, it's a band. Never even heard of them. Zepparella. It's a band. Oh, so it's all female American Led Zeppelin tribute band. No, but I have another all woman, and I'm sure this is going to be offensive to somebody, but I know the all female Led Zeppelin cover band that I listen to is called Les Zeppelin, and they fucking rock. It sounds just like Zeppelin. And yes, I said Les. Don't get offended. That's what the fucking band is called. Who cares? Donnie is hot. He's the one that looks like a fucking the missing link, though. You have a weird taste in men. You also like what's his name from the Dallas Cowboys, the mouth breather. Let's see. The right stuff. I've used a couple of their songs in my videos, and YouTube just hates it. Copyright. I also think that Vanilla Ice's second album is underrated. The one when he does the dark version of himself with like fucking red dreadlocks. Much better than his original album. Brace for impact. Best Stephen King movie? Ooh. I mean, It, right? The original It is probably by far. Although, shit, they're all good. Pet Sematary, Cujo was fucking terrifying. What I like about Stephen King movies is they kind of suck in the best possible way. I also like that he uses the same actors all the time, and he just has really fucking weird characters. But I think the original It, I think for me, there's no question about it. Hey, Randall Smith, good to see you. Thanks. I think I said hello to you already, but if I didn't, hello. And if I did, hello again. Favorite all-time song? Well, that's simply unfair. There's no way for anyone who loves music to answer it. I mean, I need genre. I need generation. I need more. I need more context. Oh, fuck, dude. Oh, damn. So there's a couple Bob Dylan songs that are undeniable. It's impossible. That I can't answer that question. Like, favorite what genre? Favorite rock song? Favorite rap song? Favorite pop song? Favorite classical song? There's so much. 1 second, guys. Hey, my sister's right here. Haha, who's got fresh baked cookies? This guy does. Bracing for impact. I don't like FBI Patel. That guy's a fucking clown, man. And it's not political. The guy's a fucking clown. He's inept. He's unsuited for the job, and it's embarrassing, just embarrassing. You see, Jimmy Kimmel is getting canceled. Yeah, I heard people saying that. Sad what is going on with the U.S. I couldn't agree with you more. Cinderella's in the house. Good to see you. Slavia on the Mediterranean is where I want to go. I don't even know where that is. I do have family in Czechoslovakia and Prague, and they actually live. I've seen, like, I correspond with them. We send letters to each other, and they live like on the official castle grounds. So it's like a small house that's brick that's actually connected. It's sealed off, but there used to be a tunnel that went right into the fucking tunnel. They're not wealthy. I'm not saying I've got rich prince and princess family. They're not. They're blue collar workers. But it was a hand. I think the story goes, if I remember correctly, it was originally guards' quarters, and then it was like, handed down generationally through the family to the point where, like, my family still lives there, and it's like, I'm not sure if they have a deed for the place or if there's just an understanding it's their place. Kind of cool. I would have gone there, but I'm intimidated by the language difference. You probably talked about it, and I missed it. Got a call, of course. Story of my life. Yeah, we talked about it at the very, very beginning. It's strange that someone is expressing their freedom of speech, talking about a situation where someone's assassinated for their freedom of speech, and then their career gets assassinated. But Jimmy Kimmel will be fine. Believe that. It won't be the last that we see of him. There's some weird shit going on politically. The current administration and Hollywood, they're going to be at odds. Eventually, the pendulum will swing back, and Democrats will be in charge, and it'll be the Gulf of Mexico again. It's fucking madness. It's going to be well beyond our lifetime when the pendulum settles in the middle where it belongs. We won't get to see that. We're just going to be whiplashed for the rest of our lives. That's why I subtract myself from, mainstream politics and mainstream media. I'm not going to let them ruin the small amount of time that I have on this planet with their bullshit. It's just, fuck that. I'd rather be in the woods by myself. Pink Dagger said, I was born and raised in Illinois. I'm sorry. I'm just kidding. One of my least favorite people lived there. I was born and raised in Illinois, then moved to Kentucky for about 5 years. And now I live in Florida, and one of my things I didn't account for were the palmetto bugs. Oh, yeah, it's gnarly. Sorry I was talking shit on Florida. I'm right, though. It's fucking crazy. I'm from Pittsburgh, so all the senior citizens from Pittsburgh moved to Florida. We have an ongoing joke that it's heaven's waiting room. It's one place that I've spent the least amount of time in the state of Florida. Not for any other reason than I have no urge to go there. Maybe Key West. I had a cousin. She lived on a sailboat off of Key West, and I wanted to go visit her, but I never made it down there. When I was a younger, more ambitious man, I wanted to go to Miami, of course. Everybody wanted to find a supermodel wife when they were 20, right? I'm over that. Let's see. Do you fish or camp? I do both. That's my absolute favorite place. I do both. And I was trained and taught by the best. Do they fly, Pink Dagger? I think palmetto bugs do fly. You're allergic to Benadryl? Oh, that's a bummer. No Advil PM for you. You're allergic to penicillin too. And I think it's one of those things you can outgrow. You can as you age, you can outgrow that. Alexa just answered you, LOL. How much wood could a woodchuck chuck? That question. Ask her why does she listen to everything? I had visions growing up to the Rocky Mountains. I love the Rocky Mountains. I just got to see them. I didn't spend enough time in Colorado. I'm going to go back as a wealthier man. At least that's what I'm telling myself. Let's see. Scooting along. Hey, I'm doing pretty good. I'm only 6 minutes behind. Love Dimash. Someone else, who was that? Reality Wins was suggesting that we play a Dimash song. I couldn't find any that has any split revenue or fair use here. I can't play it without them fucking me up. Spiders aren't poisonous, they're venomous. Get them. Cheese is the one in a fucking comical debate against fucking low testosterone Timmy over there. taught me, and I think everyone in my chat, a long time ago, that mosquitoes are the deadliest animal on earth. They kill more people than anyone else because of malaria and all that crazy shit. Alabama Shakes is a fucking incredible band. Adam Lambert is my boyfriend. He just doesn't know it. Yeah, that sounds like some Davis fam shit, dude. Take it easy. Hey, like my old Italian neighbor used to say to me, hey, Matt, hey, take it easy. Hey, take it easy. Pink Dagger says, same with snakes, cheese. Yes, please hit the thumbs up. I don't ask for much, but that really does help. And you guys have been like really crushing it with the thumbs up. I got my weekly, even my studios, like whatever you're doing, keep doing it. Pretty cool, man. Pretty cool. I never thought I'd go live. Celebrity Crush. Emmy Rossum. Is that her last name, Rossum? The brunette from fuck, I just had a brain fart. Emmy Rossum is her name. The brunette from the show set in the south side of Chicago, fucking the Crazy Family. Come on, I can't think of it now. It's one of my favorite shows. Has William H. Macy in it. He's the drunken dad. You guys will know. Let's see. Yes. My all-time favorite horror movie villain was OG Pennywise. I mean, terrifying. And Leatherface also just terrifying. No, Storm of the Century and the Curious Claiborne. That's a tricky name to say. Misery was awesome. Pet Cemetery was awesome. I mean, I hope no one's offended by me saying like the lore and the you know, the draw to Stephen King movies for me is the fact that they're a little bit not great. You know what I mean? There's some bad acting, but it's almost on purpose. I don't know how to explain it. King of the Roads, one of the King's movies. Yeah, it's almost impossible. It's impossible. I like them all. I even like the television, melodrama versions of Stephen King books that they did. Nobody's asked me yet, but my favorite television miniseries, because they used to be so great back in the day, is Lonesome Dove. If you've never seen Lonesome Dove, set aside a week of your life and just take your time. It's fucking Robert Duvall. It's a bunch of other actors that you'll love. It's fucking amazing. And I don't even like Westerns, but it's so fucking good, dude. So good. Turn the page. Speaking of Hurricane is the Bob Dylan song that I like the most. Speaking of Bob Dylan, did you see that his visa was canceled for what he said about Charlie Kirk? No, I didn't. Stephen King, I guess, said something wild too. Favorite movie or cinematic series? Someone asked me that already. I love Fisher King with Robin Williams, and Goonies is like medicine. Goonies is like medicine for me. I swear, I can put it on, and no matter what kind of fucking day I had, it makes me laugh and it takes my mind off of anything. But I do like more, things that make me feel stuff. I love the Fisher King. But cinematic series is Lonesome Dove with Robert Duvall. I'm not sure if you've ever heard of that. I ignored Bob Dylan and Marley. I deleted them. Okay, back to the chat. Okay. Bob Dylan, Blood on the Tracks album, yeah, so good. And even one of his newer albums, the one that has it's not dark yet, but it's getting there. That song, it's so fucking good. And of course, the song from the Jerry Maguire soundtrack's on that same album too. Shelter from the Storm, such a good fucking song. I almost started singing it. I'm not going to do it. Cash is tweaking harder than Hitler did. It's embarrassing. Oh my God, that's a great fucking sentence that you formulated there. Bob Marley, yes. I love Bob Marley too, but that's a whole different thing. She wrote what I said. That's funny. Let's see. You had a rough day, Emmy, or rough couple of days. We'll excuse you for now. I just put ice cream scooper on the freezer and ice cream in the sink. I left my cell phone in the fucking refrigerator because I just had to have a fucking pickle, and I fucking was using all my mind energy getting a pickle out of the pickle jar, and I sat my phone in there, closed it, walked away, chopped it on a pickle, And for 45 minutes, almost an hour, I couldn't find my phone. Justin Arden said, Kimmel sucks these days. I haven't watched him in a while. I like all comedians, though, even if I disagree with them. I don't think he sucks enough to get fired because of something he said. That's fucking crazy. Key West is amazing. Yeah, I'll get down there. You know, if I ever write a book, I want to do it down there. Yes, palmetto bugs do fly. Look at me, only 6 minutes behind. I'm fucking crushing it. I'm always behind in chat. You're allergic to the sun? I somehow believe you. I somehow believe that to be true. A lot of people are. Grain, I put Fabuloso in the fridge one time. Oh, that's dangerous, man. That shit's purple and looks like it's like you should drink it. Where's Waldo? And who even cares? I had a friend named Waldo. It sucked, dude. Let's see. She said, I'm not sure how to help you with that. When I asked her why she knows everything, she's like, figure it out, bitch. Will you house apartment show? I'm not sure what you're asking. Maybe ask again. Is this my live? Am I live? God, I love Curious AF's fucking version of the Buzzard, man. It's so good. If you guys haven't seen Curious dressed up like the Buzzard on Savage's Halloween show, she's come on my show as well, and it was awesome. But I mean, holy fucking shit. It was so good on Savage's Halloween show. Sinner, what states have you not been in the U.S.? I've been to them all. I've been to every state in the union. Rod's digging the music or wants some music. Is it a music break time? I don't want to stay on too late. Like I said, I may be joining Brittany on her panel for a couple of minutes, and I can't stay up late. I'm just not built for it anymore. Shameless is the name of the show. Emmy Rossum. Yes, Shameless. Thanks, both of you guys. Good thing no one drank it. I mean, it looks like a fucking fruity looking drink, doesn't it? Don't drink the Fabuloso. That damn Chucky doll. Exorcist is a good one. I would beat him in a debate over his favorite color. That's what I always said, man. I realized I challenged him to a fight, and then I thought to myself, nah, if we're ever face to face, like, and he realizes that it's me standing in front of him, I wouldn't even have to lift a finger. He would realize it was me. He would turn and try to run, trip over his own feet, hit his head on something, and knock himself out. I almost promise you. He's an impotent little fucking, just void of testosterone, sick little weird man. I had a crush on Joan Jett. I think everybody did. I think even most women had a crush on Joan Jett. Pink says, I'm deeply offended because SC is God, but for real, he is a legend. Well, I'm deeply offended because Stephen King is a god, but for real, he is a legend. His books far outweigh the movies. I think so too. A lot of people don't fucking read anymore, though. So, Red Rose was a series too by Stephen King, and I wish they would remake it. There's a channel, Pink Dagger, and I just can't remember, on YouTube that like reads all of Stephen King's like obscure short stories and stuff like that, and then the guy rates them. He's so good, and his community is so fucking knowledgeable about Stephen King. Sometimes I watch that shit, I'm like, all right, I know nothing. For real. Candyman was good. Candyman still freaks me out. I think the acting in Stephen King's movies is what draws you in. I know that to be true, but you know what I mean? It's so quirky. Some of those characters are so quirky that you can't tell if it's like, I don't know. It's almost like a David Lynch movie, Let's see. I love Robert Duvall. A Family Thing is an excellent movie. I'm not familiar with that, but I also love Robert Duvall. Love Shameless. I watched the British version first, way before I even watched the American version, and it's the exact same script. Exactly the same script. If you're ever bored, now, if you're not familiar with, inner city UK fucking or British accents, you'll probably have to watch the first episode 2 or 3 times to understand what people are saying. But I got it right away because I watched a lot of old British sitcoms and stuff. But the same exact script, so it'll fuck you up it'll blow your mind. Do yourself a favor if you haven't seen it. Love Shameless. I have a shirt that says, in a world full of Kardashians, I'm a Gallagher. That's so cool. I'm absolutely a Gallagher as well. my all-time favorite TV shows is Shameless. Cheese, have you seen the British version? Dude, it's just as good. It takes a few minutes to get used to. Like when I watched the American version, I was almost offended until I saw Emmy Rossum. I was like, all right, I could deal with this. But then I ended up loving it so much. I feel like there aren't going to be shows like that ever again. I was so bummed when it ended and Frank Gallagher floats up in the chair. I was like, no! Like I put off the last episode for months because I didn't want it to end. My favorite is Red Rose. Also, they also have a documentary about the mansion that parts of the film were filmed in. Mind blown. So cool. I should be taking notes. But thankfully, I'll have this chat to look back on. Let's see. I guess I will write messages here since they aren't being read. I read all of your messages, especially the one that said, "Oh my J." I've always been. I have your messages pulled up right here, dear. Don't you worry. I've always been the strange and unusual since a little kid. I was 4-5 watching Vincent Price. Oh man, legend in the Monsters Club. And remember Elvira? Let's see here. The Creep Show, Stand By Me, Tales from the Crypt. I know Tales from the Crypt I remember as a boy watching Tales from the Crypt, and it was almost like adult film, borderline. Like it felt like it was like I wasn't supposed to be watching it. Rod says, my nan was addicted to Falcon Crest TV. I can see that. I watched soap operas with my grandmothers, specifically General Hospital and As the World Turns. And, I would never watch that shit today, but I passed the television a few months ago, and some of the same actors are still on there. I'm like, what the fuck is happening? But I also love Rainbow Bright, My Little Ponies. I like to describe myself as Marilyn Manson and Paris if Marilyn Manson and Paris Hilton had a baby. Well, I think they're more similar than you'd think, but I understand what you're saying. All right, guys, I'm going to get to the bottom of chat as quick as I can. Pink Dagger, are you a juggalo? I love George Carlin, too. Speaking of Marilyn Manson, I got to see George Carlin and Marilyn Manson in the same exact seat, not very far apart on the calendar in Santa Barbara at the Arlington Theater. I mean, two completely different shows. I'm only 5 minutes behind now. Key West, Maldives, Caribbean, Greece, Italy, maybe Portugal. Ooh, Portugal's a good one too. My favorite Robin Williams movie is Hook. My children and myself watch it repeatedly. That's one that I didn't really get hooked on that one, but it was good. It was good. Something about Peter Pan, I don't know, it just wasn't my favorite. Eddie Murphy is one of my favorite actors. Yeah, but the new Coming to America movie, I tried, Rod, and the problem was my expectations were way too high. That's what it was. If I wanted to gas myself up and told everybody this is going to be awesome, I was a little let down. But the first Coming to America movie, fucking perfect. I just found my car key spare set. Been missing for a week. My brother-in-law lost his fucking keys, man. We tore this whole place apart. Still don't know where it is. He got a new one made today though. Found him in the bottom of my dispensary shopping bag. Well, there you go. You know what they say. I love Curious on Halloween show. So fucking good, man. Like a real entertainer, like a fully committing smoke machine. Is this my life? So fucking good. Yes, please hit the like, and thank you, Truth Seeker, for always being here. I'm sorry I've been missing the last couple of your live streams. It's not because I don't want to be there. I've just been busy. But I got your back. B. Tim is not smart. I mean, that's a perfect sentence right there, and also true. Richard Gere, I mean, Pretty Woman is undeniable. I actually watched Pretty Woman less than a year ago, and I was just like, okay, I forgot how great this fucking movie is. It's so fucking good. I forgot. Joan Jett's mother worked at... Yeah, I remember you telling me this, Cheese. Joan Jett's mother worked at a boys' home I was in 83, and Joan came and spent Christmas with us. I mean, how fucking cool is that? So fucking cool. I read a lot. I like Tom Clancy. Great books. My my literature, love has really taken a weird turn. My favorite author now is, well, there's a couple, but Haruki Murakami is my favorite now. His latest book is called The City and Its Uncertain Walls. I I bought it in hardback because I couldn't wait for it to cut, and it was expensive and it was worth every penny. I think I've read it 4 times since I bought it, just 5 months ago, 6 months ago. It just grabs a hold of you from the first line. I saw Headstones was reading books. I may actually I may just steal her idea and read a couple books to you guys. Green says, I hate myself for loving you. Oh, I'll see what you did there. Always trying to get me to sing. I have an animatronic Chucky doll that was used in the movie Bride of Chucky. How fucking cool is that? It cost a pretty penny, but it's one of my prized possessions. I collect horror movie memorabilia. So does my buddy. One of my buddies who was in my fucking middle school band, in fact. And he has all the fucking movie. His Leatherface is his thing. He's got Chainsaw signed by the actor that played Leatherface. He's got photographs from what's it called? Whatever con where all the horror people are. He met every actor that ever played that character. It's got autographs, all of that. Ironically, he's the guy I watch football with too. Life-size slime from Killer Clowns from Outer Space. How cool is that? Hey, Sonia, good to see you. Hey, everyone, I'm really late. Hey, better late than never. Dimash sings Ava Maria so beautifully. Okay, maybe I'll try to find it. I mean, the thing is, I don't know if I can play it. I'm trying to be good and keep my channel safe, but let me just quickly look and see if I have it, because you're not the first person in as many as 48 hours that have recommended that. Reality Wins, I believe it was, also recommended listening to that. If I can find it, I will. If I can find it, and it's one of those things that I can play it. If there's a money sign and there's a big X through it, I absolutely cannot play it. But let me see. I got to be better to myself and my channel. So, but there's tons of music in this creator's catalog here. Dimash. And I also do want to move this along. Because I kind of feel like I'm holding Brittany up here. Is there a second name to this Dimash? Is it Qadaib? What is that? Would be Quadiar Bergen? Is that the same person? I see Fly Away. I see Dimash here. I see Dimash Kesh. Love. Dramatic, sad. Is any of this catching? Does any of that make sense to you? Let me catch up and track. I tried to watch UK version, but didn't like it. Fair enough. I watched it first, and then I watched the American version. Hard Candy, good true crime movie. I do remember that. Pink Dagger says, this has been an awesome live, Sinner. I love lives like this. Thank you. Yeah, I think we all needed a break. And if I didn't do this, I was going to rant, and I did not want to rant. So I very much appreciate you guys being here with me and flipping the mood that I had when this started. I don't know if you heard the tone of my voice, but I'm not a happy camper of what I've been seeing around YouTube, man. And I'm not one to bite my tongue, but I know that I have to respond and not react, because if I react, I get myself in trouble, and I'm not trying to do that. Reacting causes you to misrepresent yourself, and I don't know, not you, but me. It causes me to misrepresent myself. Let's see here. Yes, I just said to my dad the other day, what the hell was I doing being allowed to watch stuff like this at 5? I know. I mean, my grandmother, bless her heart, got me 3D glasses, and we watched the 3D Friday the 13th whenever it came out. I was way too young for that shit. Thankfully, I didn't become a serial killer. I'm looking for any more questions before I end, and I am going to end. 2 hours was perfect. That's exactly what I planned on. Age check. Who listened to Delilah After Dark? I kind of remember that. Delilah After Dark. It sounds faintly familiar. I'm more of a downtown Jolie Brown girl or guy. Let's see. I saw Joan Jett at local bars years ago. How cool is that? I mean, that's really cool, but did you spend Christmas with her? How fucking, that's super rad. And what a great person to do that. I was raised heavily Christian and conservative. Imagine being a free spirit. Well, I mean, there is truth about the Catholic schoolgirls. I mean, that's just a fact. Imagine being a free spirit, witch like me in that environment. The Juggalo fandom welcomed me, and I'll always respect and love that. There you go. There's the answer. You are a Juggalo. Have you been to the gathering at all? Queen Bella, isn't she amazing? I'm gonna get a lot of shit. I'm gonna get clipped to fucking oblivion over this. And guess what? I don't give a fuck. Not too many people are honest with each other, and I've been open book. Thankfully, you didn't ask me too many crazy questions. Yes, rest in peace, Robert Redford. I still haven't had a chance to sit down and even look at any of that. I've been so busy. Joe says there's a place in Smithville, Texas. You can get a Chainsaw Massacre stuff and barbecue. The Silence of the Lambs house is not far from where I am. It's outside of Pittsburgh. And you can stay there. You can rent it. You can have a private event. It's fucking bonkers. I still haven't been there, but I'm familiar with it. Zunfiltered said, "Who are the 3 least desirable on YouTube that most of us are aware of, or do you mean unaware of? Least desirable? With all due respect, Unfiltered, the positivity's been 9 out of 10 here, so I don't want to get negative. You know who the fucking monsters are. Anyone who exploits missing or murdered children, I can't fuck with them. Voices Behind the Wall, or whatever that crazy fucking Canadian bitch's name is, she can always eat a bag of dicks, man. She's one of my least favorite people, and she freaks me out, man. Her face and the way she has her kids around, it's too much, dude. It's too much. It's fucking too much, man. I'll leave it that. I'll give you 1. She says, "What sucks is I have a lot of videos at work, but all the a-holes here on YouTube prevent me from posting them. I have a lot of videos at work." What do you? Oh, because they'll fucking creep on you. I'm sorry, dude. I know it. Weberton. Oh, let me see. So that has to do with the. Yeah, it's just simply not here. It's simply not here. I do see one called Damash, ADASTM, ADASTYM, pop music. I can play that one. Where's your happy place, LOL? I can find happiness wherever I am. Train's coming though. Isn't that fun? I'm gonna scoot ahead. I've been to hella ICP concerts. I've seen them at shows, but I've never been to a specific ICP concert. I'm at the bottom of chat. Look at that. We all have freedom of speech, but don't forget about the consequences. That's exactly right. You can get ridiculed for whatever you have to say, but I mean, I don't think you should fucking lose your job. Okay, let me look really quick. If I can play it, I certainly will. It's just not here. It's not in the creator's studio. Yeah, I mean, there's so many different. Is it QUDAI Bergen? Yeah, I'm sorry, Kitty Catty. I don't think I'm going to be able to play that for you today. I'm sorry. I'll look it up. I'll do more research, or email me specific songs and I'll try. Hey, Amy Lynn, you're coming in at the end here. But I am going to end it here, guys. Thank you so much for being here. Let me just double check to make sure I didn't miss any contributions to the channel. And thanks everyone who did. I'm so generous of you guys. My cup is full. Billy Jones, once again, coming through with the 1999. And Billy Jones with the $3.99. That's awesome of you. And I did get a Cash App. Let's see. That was Bowser. Thank you, Bowser. I'm going to end it here because I'm rated 2 hours, and that was my goal. Trooper says, "Unbelievable. Sitting here drinking milk out of my jug. Love life." Oh, man. She says, Nanny Sharon, our mother's room had over 10,000 plants and 300 strains. Oh, God. I know who I'm going to visit next time I come to California. Are you guys satisfied with this? Was that worth the 5 super chats goal the other day? I think it was. I just spilled my guts. I was honest about everything. Thanks for not getting too crazy personal with me, because you know those fucking vampires will use it against me. I'm going to go have a cup of tea because my throat's starting to do that thing again. Chocolate or vanilla cake? Oh, it's got to be chocolate. It's got to be chocolate. Squeeze those lemons. Yes, please hit the thumbs up. I'll be back tomorrow morning, and I might get a little snarkier, but I'm not. I don't want to get Brittany in trouble. I might jump up on her panel for a little bit. It's crazy what happened today. But here on my channel, I'll be back in the morning, and I'm gonna have a lot to say. The storm is coming, friends. I know for sure I'm gonna lose some subscribers tomorrow, and if I don't, then I didn't do it right. But don't stress out. I'm gonna sleep on it, and I'm gonna be as honest as I can. Thanks, Cheese. I thought it was something different. I'm glad people showed up. Hey, Twist is hiding in the bushes. Good to see you, Twist. All right, guys, take care of each other. I got to jump out of here before the train comes. If you're in trouble tonight, fix yourself, then help everyone else around you. Until we meet again, guys, here's my outro. 1 second. That was so funny. That was one of those things. It was one fucking car. You hear that train? It was one car. I was trying to not deafen you guys. All right, I can do this the right way. Like I always say, if you find yourself in an emergency and the oxygen mask drops down in front of your beautiful face, strap it on. Have a few suckles of that sweet, sweet oxygen. Take care of yourself. Make sure you're in good enough shape before you go out and take care of other people. Once you do that, then get out there and take care of other people. That's what the fuck we're on this rocket spinning in the middle of nowhere for. That's what I think. Call me crazy. Until we meet again, Sinner out.
You gotta take control. Life's too short. Get out of your head, make a better life instead. You gotta give it all your best. So put your hands up to the sky and live your best life, alright. Don't just let it go by, just try, oh my. Got only one life, got only this time. We gonna get it right. You gotta let go of those who don't belong in your tribe. So cut the bad out of your life. Yeah, do it one time, one time. You gotta work till you're winning. Yeah, take control of the system. When you invest, it's addicting. No time to rest, let's go get it. Not gonna stop till I'm finished. Not gonna drop to my limits. Deep in my chest, I'm inhaling. Believing, testing, and failing. You gotta flip everything in your mind. Take the limiting thoughts and turn them into your why. Prove to yourself you're worth it. You deserve it. Push past all the hurt and find your purpose. You gotta take control. Life's too short. Get out of your head, make a better life instead. You gotta give it all your best, so don't let go. Take control. Get out of your head, make a better life instead. You gotta give it all your best, give it all your best. Hey, yo, never gonna stop, no way, no. Yelling out, hey, yo, headed to the top on our way, yo. You gotta make change, yeah, there's gonna be a little pain, but nothing's worse than staying the same. So light that flame, put the work in, go claim everything you want in this place. It's time to go fast, know that energy is all cash. You could get it all if you never give up, no slack. Headed to the top is a mystery, your own path. Never gonna stop, no, you got this, never go back. I know it gets hard, you gotta love it. You gotta recharge with what you want and think of your dreams. Get that energy to go and get everything. You gotta take control. Life's too short. Get out of your head, make a better life instead. You gotta give it all your best, so don't let go.